Hey guys, it's Super Kozak, pen name Don Kozak, and welcome back to my channel. I've been on YouTube for about a month now and only just recently learned about the Authortube Newbie tag, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to complete it and hopefully meet new people and make new friends. I'm new on YouTube and only just recently learned about the Authortube Newbie tag. I know, I've been living under a rock apparently. And I thought it'd be fun to complete it and hopefully meet new people, make new friends, and go on some new adventures. So without further ado, here's the Authortube Newbie tag completed by Don Kozak. Question 1. How did you find out about Authortube? I've just been perusing writer vlogs, writer advice on YouTube, and I kept running into this Authortube Newbie tag. And at first I thought, oh, this is something for people that have lots of friends that invite them to do things, and it's not for me. But then I realized it was just a way to introduce yourself to the community. So I'm happy to do it now. Question number 2 is, what genres do you write in? My ideas are all over the place, seriously, but when pen does meet paper, I tend to write science fiction, urban fantasy, and historical fiction specifically set in Eastern Europe in various periods. More on my obsession with Eastern Europe in another video. Question 3 is, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? My preferred tense is definitely past tense. I've tried present tense and for some reason it feels awkward to me. My preferred point of view tends to be third person, although I have dabbled in first person. Honestly, with a lot of story ideas, I feel like you just know right away what point of view works for the story. And my category of story is new adult and adult, although I cannot comment on my writing level. Question number 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I literally had to look this up. I really do think I've been living under a rock. So after I kind of read about it and figured out what it all meant, I think I'm a plantser because I plan things out in my head but neglect to actually write them down. And then I go and write my story and go in whatever direction it takes me. Question number 5, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? Definitely yet to be published. When I was a teenager, I did get selected for an anthology, but I wouldn't doubt if it was just some scheme for parents to buy an overpriced anthology just for the sake of having their child's piece of writing in a book. Who knows, but technically I guess I am published. I don't really count it though. I'm going to have to look off screen to read number 6 because my short-term memory just does not have that high of a capacity. Question 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and/or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and/or literary agent? I've put a little thought into this, but because I don't have any work that I feel like is ready for publication, I haven't really put a lot of work into it. So I don't have a concrete answer for that. I'm open to self-publication or traditional publication. We'll just see. Question 7 is, what Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I guess this is the most important question, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I'm planning on uploading a mix of writing blogs and writing advice. I think I'll also do book reviews, movie reviews, and video game reviews as well. Just a disclaimer, I'll only be reviewing video games that are story-driven, so don't be worried that you're going to see me play Fortnite or something on here. That's not going to happen. I'm also very open-minded, so there'll probably be a good variety of content on here, but I promise it'll all be writing related. Question 8 is, when did you start writing? I don't remember the exact age because I was homeschooled, so my memories aren't logged away in these perfect years that a lot of people have if they went to public school. But I'm pretty sure I was over 8 because I remember which house I was living in when I began writing. My family moved a lot, so that's how I kind of categorize my memories as which house was I living in at the time. We had an old computer in the basement that my mom let us use. I think it ran Windows 98 or something really old like that. And I would just open up Microsoft Word and type away excitedly, thinking I was going to be a famous writer. That's still the dream, I guess. It's sad though, I found those files years later and was super excited to see what I had written. And it was between 10 and 20 files that had 1 or 2 lines, and that was it. I was not very good at sticking to a story back then. Question 9 is, what was the first story you ever wrote? I don't remember how I got the inspiration for this story, but I do remember writing it. It was a generic vampire hunting story starring this guy called Rick Varence. He was an investigative journalist who, on his very first interview, interviewed someone he figured out was a vampire. So he goes to this bookstore, learns about vampire hunting, learns about werewolves, goes and finds a werewolf, names it something stupid like Blackie or Blacko or something. And then he goes to this fancy gala where the girl of his dreams is. He has to save her and defeat the vampire. All in all, I think it was about 20 to 30 pages typed, so not super long, but for how young I was, I think it was a pretty good piece of work. Question 10 is, what authors have inspired you the most? When I was a kid, I loved J.K. Rowling. When I was a teenager, I loved Claire B. Dunkel and Owen Colfer. Now that I'm older, I like a variety of authors, but I wouldn't say there's any one in particular that really inspires me. The most inspirational writer to me is actually my grandfather, who has yet to be published. He's very talented, but he's just very unsure of himself, I guess, and hasn't really put a lot of effort into being published. But I've read his work, and it's very high-level literary work. He's so talented. I wish he would get published. This is for you, Grandpa. I'm going to read off number 11 as well. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I'm a new mom and I have a part-time job as well, so I'm very busy. My schedule is also very unpredictable. All that to say, I don't really schedule my writing time. I've only recently just gotten back into writing after a long hiatus, so I'm trying to get into the habit of writing every day, which is why on my channel you might see something called the 30-day writing challenge. I've been feeling really good about it and feel like I'm finding my voice and my style again and feel pretty optimistic. I'm going to read question 12 as well because it is pretty long. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? And where do you write in general? First of all, if anyone still writes on a typewriter, you are the coolest person ever. I do actually own a typewriter, but it's a Cyrillic Russian typewriter. So not very useful if you're trying to write fiction for an English-speaking audience. I write a lot of notes by hand in my various million notebooks that I have. Why does every writer have a million notebooks? Seriously, it's an addiction. But when I'm actually sitting down to write, I use my laptop. I'm kind of limited with my writing space right now because my desk doesn't have a desk chair yet. So I use the kitchen table. It's not very glamorous, but it works. Eventually, I do want to have a lovely writing setup that makes me feel cozy and in the mood to write and just like an awesome, real professional writer. And the final question, number 13, is what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of Authortube? I am definitely looking forward to meeting other writers. Back when I was younger, I had a lot of writers. When I was younger, I had friends who wrote, but everyone's kind of moved on and gone in different directions in life, which is okay, normal, and natural, but I do miss having friends that are writers. I'm really excited to meet other writers and share my experiences, hear their experiences, and just grow close and motivate and inspire each other. I'm also really excited to read other people's writing. I know there's a lot of really awesome creative people out there, and I'm eager to see what cool stories you guys have. That's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If I didn't totally bore you to death and you want to be my writing friend, hit the subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments if you also have a channel so I can subscribe to you and comment on your videos. I'm pretty active on YouTube, so you can expect me to try to watch most of your videos and give good feedback. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Happy writing! Bye!